Tapom to say.
Namadarum Bibiaboko.
Yada say the paid ye better say Winyamre Amaya Yabetri in Congo. I'm very sure, say, as an African football expert, you've been keenly monitoring qualification course so as you see your 9 teams are omokobo and then also playoffs no a set. I know so your teams are omokobo. But first of all, no, let me take your quick impressions about qualifiers at Barcelona.
Well, I think everything went to perfection. As we all know, qualifiers there could be 1-2 surprising scorelines. There are scorelines you think about to them on it's part of the game. That's why football is an interesting sport. So I think from day one, our qualifiers started. I think everything went on smoothly. Yeah, some of the countries are near some between qualify for Momo group went to be unqualified, but the other countries as well. Many people didn't believe they could do it, but almost with perseverance and determination. I think okay, 9 countries are qualified from Africa. We have only one team on board World Cup in Bida, and that is Cape Verde.
Cape Verde, yeah.
Apart from Cape Verde, all the other countries, about World Cup in Bida. Egypt has been there before. Algeria, will be Morocco, last World Cup, do semi-final. Senegal, so last World Cup, do run of 16. Ghana, about the quarter-final countries which is Algeria. I think all these countries were countries that we were expecting them to qualify. Cote d'Ivoire, so it's back in the fold after some years now. South Africa, see, almost 2010, almost 2 years, since 2002, no qualify World Cup, also back in apart from Tibet, all the other countries, about World Cup, and I think it's a good story for Africa, and it tells how we improve African football is. So teams in finish even second the groups are not these countries woman. Clearly you could understand say African football Morocco group Nigeria they second, Ghana group Madagascar they second, South Africa it made the first, Nigeria the second, Cameroon group so the first, Cameroon the second. Even teams the second can be beat indeed African football. You cannot underrate certain things. I think the World Cup qualifies in the Korea.
Nice. Now, three teams who come. Which team would you say? You mentioned Cape Verde for the first time in their history of World Cup. Would you say what surprised you the most as far as teams here qualified to the World Cup is concerned? Now, team Benson now what we are disappointed year qualifies the bad year. What you expected from them, you didn't see.
Yeah, I started from teams almost disappointing. I think Cameroon and Nigeria will stand out clearly because we share more than more in recent years. And Nigeria, they were coming into the World Cup qualifiers as the second best team in Africa after the second African Cup of Nations who Cote d'Ivoire. And we hope they will build on that kind of form. But South Africa had different ideas to them. And multimedia top group. And the disappointment there to be Cameroon and then Nigeria and to some extent maybe Burkina Faso. Because Burkina Faso in the last few years also it's been improved. Now I was hoping that Obama Egypt around for their money, but but I think that's a disappointment. Teams are more. I think apart from Cape Verde, we're not sure something be surprising.
South Africa.
Yeah, better than South Africa is surprising, but and not surprising, especially also South Africa and Nigeria matches on more ball in recent times. Nigeria struggles a lot and some motivation in South Africa, and also Nigeria has also performance in recent times. And especially some move here. South Africa taking advantage of that. Semi-finals. And the semi-finals between them and Nigeria, the penalty shooters kind of decided which team should qualify to the finals. For South Africa, yes, you many people didn't expect them, but looking at the sort of quality at their bench with Hugo Bruce in charge, Gideon also moved to me or more qualified. I think that the Quebec group is where the surprise is because Quebec here, almost qualified to work up that. And the next was you ever start to qualify, or be created a DBS or maybe take Quebec to qualify. We call trade group for no more. Say, oh, you Cameroon create more. Naka Angola and so because Angola and so World Cup that. And so still much me over Kenya or much me after the World Cup. And I think that we should give the surprise team of the qualifiers to my friend Quebec.
Wow. Now say so the ye nine ye saka nine na we'll talk about the playoffs in a bit. But share teams are qualified we are. You know, as a follower of our game, would you say, despite the fact that draw on the crown by you, at least we are well and heavily represented at the Mondial next year?
No, you can't say that because a lot of factors goes into it, and we have 7-8 months to the World Cup tournament itself. So a lot of factors will come to play. A lot of things will happen. A lot of changes will come. Players will get form, injuries will set in, suspensions, a lot of things will come up. And so then you can't say, but I think AFCON, Morocco will give us a picture of how the teams are preparing. It's unfortunate saying that you break Ghana or AFCON, but the other 7 countries, the winner of the AFCON, at least they will give us a glimpse of how their preparations are going and how they can do what they represent Africa. We can't say they are the best, but I think with Morocco, with Senegal, with Ghana, I think we have a bit of history, especially when you had the history of World Cup African teams have more than that countries say the more than more than I think we are well represented. We hope that other teams, especially Quebec, more and more able group for the first time, will step up their performance and then show the whole world. Say at least Africa has come of age, and no matter team or about World Cup, you should take Africa football serious.
Right, but we saw the modalities are not sounding the tiebreaker for the 4 best second place teams. No, CAF the by joint match say Osha Omuyi games are teams na points Omunya against teams are Omuyi last in every group. After Eritrea withdrew from Group D, Morocco were qualified for. Do you think it was the best way to have done it as the tiebreaker? And now say some people were also saying, I didn't want 1 year points per game. Stay there because every single game matters. So why is it that Omo discarded pointer Obienya after putting in so much effort and resources to play a game?
Yeah, you see, in this world, the law does not favor roots or what people think. Rule is a rule. And the ever started World Cup qualifiers, CAF people they set rules and regulations of the competition and qualifiers in about one thing. And all the teams were aware. Tiebreaker, May 2023. CAF explanation all the football federations. And a match almost at the secular or more as a ball Bianca said this is what is at stake. Until we can't say whether it is good or bad. It is not very hard, but I don't think we can say it is good or bad. For me, personally, I think it is a fair rule. The time it a fair rule is so take Morocco group now. You be now 5 teams instead of 6 because I have 3 or 4 more. Now come Morocco group more qualifies it will be about 10 matches.
Yeah.
But all the other groups will be about 12 matches.
Yeah.
And it will be very difficult to use 12 matches to determine the second best listings. Whilst one group 10 matches per on boy.
Yeah.
So in case
8, 10, 8 rather than 10 in the other groups.
Okay, 8 and 10.
Yes.
So basically, we use 8 matches now, and also it is not possible because other teams played 10 matches. So all the way is here.
Yeah.
And see, not also mo ye bi na balance and say beti ma balance ne dia Eritrea for the omo ambo qualifies ne kura
yeah
say ko omo bo one match or two matches and san omo twa omo ho mu dia enka omo points and omo matches can say better points ne dia ma the other teams but it's also omo ambo match ne ntino ye omo so omo kan wonti say ye pese ye fair dia ya fa so omo awo Morocco group nu ele country bi a wo re the other group nu ye be yo mo matches next na ya be nya a fair number of matches for all the second place teams and say yi so who you be our last team if more it means obiabo
8 matches yes 8 matches
it means obiabo 8 matches and because ye last teams the free mu and the points are winning against last team, yet we can count because one more 10 matches. And as you shoot 10 matches in a day, you shoot each match now they do.
Okay.
What I said.
Yeah.
And see, and Marco said, so we in Nigeria, we have 17 points. Only Zimbabwe, we a boy, points in our near team. Because all our points near team goes ourselves, our matches in I count 2 and 3 in the free. Anna. You know, support teams here, and you come once about playoff. That is the rule, and I think it was fair just to make sure that yes, it's team yes, the rules are rules, and no will be other a bit favor be a man
okay,
and no will be answer a bit quamo be a ma on pan as it be. Even Obias, local surroundings obi via bibi near the Kokota. Yes, oh, we are the cashier, but the Brancy and Fanning 10 years. Obi we are the cashier, but the Brancy and Fanning 2 years and after years. Obi Crampo or I say also just can need done. But I think rules are not here to favor anybody, and you will not want it. Ever quit your but quit your that's how it is.
Okay. Now, finally, before I more Yaya the Black Stars, Ghana, yet we are qualified for the World Cup for the 5th time in our history. Since yes, I could see or the USA, Canada, and Mexico. But let me take your quick thoughts on how you saw your qualification process, especially this team under Coach Otto Addo.
Yeah, I think this is one of the best qualified I've seen on the Black Stars play. Because the entire qualifiers now, you lose just 1 match. That was against Comoros. And
okay,
drawback. Drawback.
Yeah, drawback.
Yeah, and a drawback. All the other games were win. We had home and away wins over Central African Republic. Yes, Mali home and away. Yes, Chad. Chad home and away. Draw 4 points.
And Madagascar.
Yes,
Mali.
Madagascar home and away. Yeah, Mali home and away.
Yeah.
And see, basically, it was the best man of qualifiers you get in World Cup qualifiers. Team no born home day. This year, a group of Vietnam phone team within the qualifiers, we have about AFCON qualifiers, Indian qualified.
Yeah.
And that kind of the results we got in the AFCON qualifiers, no, never as to team beat me. But when they return to the World Cup qualifiers, more to me, I think I will give credit to the team, the technical team, and everybody who contributed to the qualification of the Black Stars to the World Cup. I think we did show well. It was an excellent run for the Black Stars.
And do you think, say, narrative, say we might need, an improved technical direction? Is this something that will feel feasible? And I say, with what we have now, we should just maintain it going to the World Cup.
We will definitely need an improved technical team, but there are ways to do it. Do we need addition to what we have, or are we replacing what we have? That is the point. So I don't know the sort of improvement Ghana will want. Are we improving by making additions to the technical team?
But do you think the coach is good enough to lead us to the World Cup?
No, the World Cup qualification record has been excellent in America. And Otto Addo, for instance, Okay, World Cup qualifiers or not taking over about 8 matches or winning 7 or draw 1.
Yeah.
It's very, very unfair for anybody to conclude to Otto Addo in the World Cup qualifiers. Yes, and I don't deny AFCON qualifiers today. Every even qualified. Yes, it is one thing you use to judge the coach. But if you are basing on World Cup qualification and how we are supposed to approach the World Cup, I think Otto Addo has done incredibly well. If the top hierarchy, if you say he's not the right man to lead the Black Stars to the World Cup, they can take a decision. But me, I would believe in continuity for him to have gathered us to do the qualification. Since they are or prepare a team for World Cup now, I think it will help. Sometimes, too, you can make a change and things will go well for you. Like Morocco, qualified 2022 World Cup for Qatar. Coach of them qualified, no, not your book. World Cup.
Yeah.
But when we have changes, we paid off for them or call for the Modu semi-finals. But there are some instances also. Things coach video be qualified or changing, your body may be disaster. And see, you have to look around and see which one will work for you, then you take a decision on that. But personally, I would want continuity. And I think if they allow Otto Addo to continue, it will be fair for him.
Thank you very much, Nuhu Adams, for your time this morning on the Mass Sports Park. We are so grateful. So we nyamre and you are treating come sign. I enlighten in. Thanks very much and enjoy your day. Okay, so that was Nuhu Adams, Africa football expert, and I ended treating on his general view of the AFCON qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers across Africa. Or say the biggest surprise I keep vet, but then almost
so team
okay. And also almost surprising negatively Nigeria and Cameroon. Now they do facing up.
So I think say